Resource efficiency amounts to using our natural resources to their highest and best use with the minimum amount of waste. Now, Marcus, is this house really a good use of resources?
Well, I think the house shows many applications of resource-efficient materials. Unfortunately, the house is so big that more resources have been used than necessary.
The problem is that we still think about houses the way we thought about cars in the 60s. You know, back in those days, a luxury car was the big boat with the fins. And now we're having luxury cars that are small, they're fuel efficient, they don't use much material to make, they don't pollute as much, but we haven't given up any comforts. And that's what we need to be looking for in houses. A smart designer can figure that out.
I think if the homeowner really challenges his designer or architect, that they can design the house with a lot less square footage and still make it very flexible. Many of our projects average around 2,000 to 2,200 square feet for a family of 4. Now that square footage will increase if they have a home office or if they have young children that need a little extra space.
And then you can spend your extra money on upgrading.
That's right.
To good materials.
To better materials.
Right.
Healthier materials.
Healthier materials. Now, can maintenance help as far as resource efficiency?
On longevity of the home, it can. I mean, if you're going to have the home be resource efficient in that it's going to last for a number of years, you have to maintain it. You have to paint it. You have to take care of it. You have dry rot in the bathroom. You have to fix it. You don't want the house to rot from the inside out.
You use the best methods and procedures on the onset?
Yeah, definitely. You're better off with like mud set floors versus tile on particle board or linoleum.
We find when we work with people and design their houses for them that they really identify with the house and therefore stay there longer and take better care of it.
They're comfortable.
They're comfortable.
For the most part, the remodelers chose high-quality recycled content materials. Drywall, blown-in insulation, underlayment, and most notably, the decorative slate tile that was once discarded as waste.
The concept of environmental responsibility is a tough one. It involves minimizing waste and minimizing damage. Greg, did Neil Kelly show good environmental responsibility when producing this project?
I think they should be applauded for the ideas they put into this project, which is a show home and a subdivision of other large homes, so that the people that came through learned something. And they did a lot of good ideas, not major ideas, but nice shifts into bringing things to people's awareness that may not have thought of before.
The remodelers not only used resource-efficient building materials like engineered wood, they demonstrated new possibilities with knotty pine and blue stain pine that's locally grown and has historically been discarded as garbage.
My personal favorite is the flooring that was salvaged from the old house. It's a beautiful floor, but what's even more beautiful about it is we didn't have to go to the forest and cut more trees.
And that goes into recycling, which means did they recycle? And yes, they recycled. They took the lumber, the scrap lumber off the job, and it was reused again, made into other products.
They also, you need to be thinking about site repair. The builder or the designer, when they start the project, needs to really try to maintain as much of the ecosystem as they can.
This own little house as its ecosystem?
And they also, in this case, have a composting system that's very convenient for people, which is, convenience is a major aspect of recycling, as we all know.
Even in the Street of Dreams.
Even in the Street of Dreams.
For health, the Heritage House earns a B. Minimal carpeting reduces allergens, and natural materials eliminates toxic off-gassing. However, the pressure-treated decking remains a health risk even beyond its useful life. For energy efficiency, the house earns a D. Even with its solar-oriented design, it scores weak in this area because of an extremely loose thermal envelope and a bank of semi-efficient heating and cooling systems. For resource efficiency, the house earns a C. Using locally available wood and other materials that have traditionally been thrown away is not only resourceful but innovative. Unfortunately, it consumed as much materials as it would to build 2 comfortable homes. For environmental responsibility, the Neil Kelly team earns an A for effort. They not only set out to meet higher ecological standards, they experimented with unusual materials in new ways and successfully introduced them to over 80,000 attendees of the Street of Dreams event. We thank Neil Kelly for allowing the environmental remodeler to review this project and grade it against a high ecological standard. If you'd like a transcript from this episode or further comments from the experts, write us. You'll find our address at the end of the credits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
information about this episode, as well as our activities in print, radio, and the web, find us at www.environmentremodeler.com or write to us at Post Office Box 4222, Portland, Oregon 97208.